Good morning, eighth graders. Here we go. I am here to introduce our child labor infographic. I am not in school today, so I wanted to make this video so it talks through the instructions. So here we go. First of all, I am in this week's folder, May 6th through the 12th. So I am going to start by going through the child labor infographic folder, and I am going to start here with the instructions real quickly. As you know, you have been doing some notes and some reading and some video watching on child labor. So here is going to be our plan today. All right, you are going to be creating a persuasion presentation, an infographic that is going to be presented at the United Nations. All right, and this infographic is going to be looking at why the country you are studying has the worst child labor in the world. All right, so here's how this is going to work for your guidelines. All right, you are going to be looking at the websites on Schoology. I have all sorts of information for the different countries. For your research today, you are going to need to address at least two of the following topics: statistics about child labor, industries that they work in, working conditions. In addition, you must include any primary stories or quotations that support why child labor is a problem. All right. And this information is going to get displayed on an infographic. Now, for today, we are not going to worry about that infographic. Today, we are simply worried about the research. All right? We will talk more about this later on during this project. So here's what you're doing today. All right? I'm going to go back to the child labor infographic folder. And you may be wondering, well, how do we learn what country to study? Well, when you go to the folder that says, "What country do I study?" click on your class period. Next to your name, you are going to find a country that is given to you. That is going to be what you are going to now be studying and looking at. So, for example, Sam Eder, you are going to be looking at the country of Pakistan. Wow, that radio was on. I apologize for that. All right. Angelo Harris, you are studying Cambodia. So, once you go and look at, all right, what country you are going to be studying, you're going to go back to the infographic folder and you will see a note sheet. Note sheet is where you are going to take all of your notes for this, and you are going to turn this in. As you can see, it is as an assignment. For this, you will put the source right here, copy and paste it in. You will put your note here, and then you're going to put your takeaway. Why is that note so important? All right, and you are going to take a few notes. Our plan is to give you 2 days to do this. All right, so we're looking for some good quality notes. Research resources, all right, again, in the child labor folder, you will see where it says child labor infographic sources. All right, here you go. I have laid everything out for you by country. So if you're doing Indonesia, for example, all right, I have kind of three things here. DOL is the Department of Labor, and this is a great one, all right, because what this looks at, all right, and you will see here that I do have the websites, they get sent out, and I find that one's not there. All right, so you will find here that you might have to use multiple websites to go and look at. All right, some have videos in here, some have other different things that you're going to be looking at. So again, if you get that page like you had before where, it's not there, use a different source. All right, this is an okay thing. Things are updated. When I made these a couple of weeks ago, things change. That's why I have all sorts of different resources for each of these and different links. All right, so you're going to be researching out your country. Some are stories, some are PDFs, some have pictures. There's just a whole bunch of different things for each of the countries. So, regardless of what country you have, if you have Cambodia, all right, you're going to find that there is stuff there. So, Cambodia, for example, as we start to look at child labor, all right, and we open up things here, it tells kind of where people are. All right, so this one talks about where people, what fields they're working in. So in child labor, people are working in brick making, textiles, all of these different things. All right, and then it also talks about here, if you scroll down some legal framework, it talks about the policies that are ignored. So once again, all right, I am not here today, obviously. You are watching this video, but again, we are looking at this child labor infographic. All you're doing today is your research, and you're also going to get tomorrow to do so after your map quiz. Have a wonderful Thursday. I do appreciate you being here, and again, we will answer any questions that you may have on Friday.